Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. It was released in 2004, and I'll be honest, I did not like this movie when I first saw it. I think me and my girlfriend at the time, we rented it, and I don't know, I didn't like it. Maybe I was expecting something different, I don't know. But sometime after, I checked it out, like a movie channel, I think, and watched it again, and I really liked it. You know, I knew what to expect this time around. I went in to it knowing that it was a serious role, that it was a dramatic movie, and it is my number 5. If you haven't seen the movie, Jim Carrey plays Joel Barish. Basically, he's a guy, he's heartbroken to find out that his ex-girlfriend, Clementine, which is played by Kate Winslet, has underwent a procedure to erase him from her memory. So he decides he's going to retaliate and do the same thing. But as he watches his memories fade away, he realizes that he still loves her, and that he doesn't want to forget her, but it may be too late. This is Oscar winning film, and basically it's very visual. It's got a lot of good parts during the film, with Joel traveling through his different memories throughout the years, trying to hide Clementine to save her from being erased from his memory. So it's pretty interesting. Alright, coming in at number 4 is the 1997 release, Liar Liar. Jim Carrey plays a successful lawyer named Fletcher Reed, who's basically built his career on lying, or built it by lying. But after his son Max makes a wish on his 5th birthday that he can't lie, that his father can't lie for 24 hours, basically it causes him a lot of trouble, not only personally but professionally. So then he has to try and keep not only from losing his job, losing everything he's built as far as his career, but he's got to keep his ex-wife from taking his son and moving to Boston with the new boyfriend. So I really like this movie. Not only is it funny, it's got some really good parts. The one that I included in this video is my favorite, I think, of of the movie. It's also got a really good message, I think. It's got a good message that, you know, family's important. You know, family's more important than a job, than money. And sometimes you don't really realize that until it's threatened to be taken away. So it's funny, it's got a good story, good meaning behind it. Me, Myself, and Irene, and this was a comedy released in 2000. Jim Carrey plays Charlie Bailey Gates, and he's a mild-mannered, non-confrontational Rhode Island State Trooper. And after his wife leaves him, he kind of takes a big hit there. And also, the townspeople don't take him seriously. They walk all over him and everything like that. So, finally one day he snaps, and his alter ego, Hank, takes over. And then amongst these the mental issues that Charlie's going through, he has to escort a lady by the name of Irene Waters, which is played by Renee Zellweger, to upstate New York, where she's supposedly wanted by the police there. And Charlie discovers that she's being set up for murder. So then he has to basically protect her, and they run around, and I mean it's crazy. And then of course you got Irene having to deal with Hank, and Charlie deal with this Hank character, and it's a really good movie, and it shows that Jim Carrey is very versatile in his roles, being able to play dual roles like that, and they're completely different. They're exactly, it's like yin and yang. They're they're polar opposites basically. It's by the Farrelly brothers, which they've made to me, they made a handful of good movies. But yep, that takes my number 3 spot. Man on the Moon, released in 1999. Jim Carrey plays the role of the eccentric Andy Kaufman. And basically this is kind of like a biographical type movie telling about Andy's life and whatnot. And if you don't know who Andy Kaufman is, he played Latka in the hit TV show Taxi, and it goes through and tells his life of how from a kid he wanted to be an entertainer and everything like that. Shows him getting involved with Taxi, shows him he fought wrestling legend Jerry the King Lawler, and then of course it talks about his untimely death in 1984. It is a really good movie. It's a mix. It's a nice mix of drama and comedy, and I think Jim Carrey, no one else could have played Andy Kaufman quite like Jim Carrey. I mean, it's an excellent film. That's why it gets my number 2 spot. I've seen it so many times, and it gets better every time you see it.